Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Bookie and today we're talking all about the importance of tracking everything that you consume while you're on a bulk. So I believe that if you really do take your health and fitness seriously, it is absolutely fundamental to track everything that you consume. So always use if it fits your macros, if it fits your macronutrients. So let's say if you're bulking, you find out your maintenance calories, then you add a little bit, and then you divide those calories into certain macronutrient percentages. So you'll have a certain percentage of fat, a certain percentage of carbohydrates, as well as a certain percentage of protein, depending on what your goals happen to be. And say for this example, we're talking about a bodybuilder. So this bodybuilder will have a high percentage of protein compared to a marathon runner, which would have a high percentage of carbohydrates. So a lot of people, they tell me like, oh, it's not so important that you track everything that you're consuming. It's more important just try and eat healthy and do the work in the gym, and then you will get results. And sure, you will get results by doing this, but you will only be healthy. And I'm not talking about being healthy, I'm talking about being absolutely optimal, being at the top of the range. So if you do just eat healthily and go and work out every now and then sure, you'll be more healthy than probably 95% of the population, but you won't be optimal. To be optimal, you have to track every single detail of your diet and know what is going into your body and what is being consumed by yourself. So let's take a little case example. So I talked to this guy the other day and he was talking about how he's bulking and how he thinks it's pointless to track the calories and macronutrients that you consume. And so this guy, he believes that, oh, seeing that I work out, that means I'll be more hungry because my body requires more nutrients, and I'll just go with my gut instinct to eat a little bit more to replenish this hunger and replenish my body of the vital nutrients it needs. But sure, you will get hungrier if you work out more, but how the hell do you know if you are actually bulking if you do not calculate everything that you consume? So let's just say this guy, he eats a little bit more than what he would usually eat, but he does not know if he has his maintenance level of calories is 3,000. He doesn't know how many calories he is actually consuming. So if his maintenance is here and he eats a little bit more, maybe he had a whole heap of vegetables that day, a whole heap of fruit, and they are not very rich in calories. So even though he's absolutely full, he's 3,000 calories and he had consumed all of those highly dense nutrients, and the calories would only be up to here. So even though he is full, even though he feels like he's stuffed his face full of food, he's actually under his maintenance level of calories. So for that day, he would actually be losing weight and not gaining any muscle whatsoever. So that whole day for him was absolutely pointless. Or maybe he's the opposite, where he eats way too much food and he doesn't know how many calories he's consuming. Instead of being 3,000 here, he has like 4,000. So if you keep on going on this trend, then eventually he'll put on way too much fat and hardly any muscle. He will gain the optimal level of muscle, but he will gain way too much fat in the long run. And eventually, if that guy keeps on going up like this, he'll put on way too much fat and eventually have to go on a massive cut. And with that massive cut, he'll end up losing a whole heap of muscle, that hard-earned muscle that he had tried so hard to acquire. But if he had gone up very gradually and put on a large percentage of lean muscle and a low percentage of fat, then at the end of his bulk, he'll only have to cut down for like a short period of time compared to if he kept on going up at 1,000 calories. So in the end, his cut will be a lot shorter. That means he won't lose as much muscle mass. He'll get leaner quicker, and then he can go back on his bulk sooner, so he can be back gaining muscle again. So that's the importance of tracking everything that you consume while you are on a bulk. You can't just think that, oh, I'm on a bulk, I can eat whatever I want, because you'll get fat in the end. Or maybe if you're eating too much healthy foods, too many like vegetables and fruits, then maybe you're not even bulking in the beginning, you're actually cutting and you don't even know. So that whole entire day was absolutely pointless for you. So that's why it is absolutely fundamental to track your foods that you're eating, so you can turn your diet into a mathematical equation, and you can predict exactly how much muscle you're going to be putting on in the long run and minimize your fat gain. So that's the way to make sure that your diet is absolutely optimal and you're not just healthy, you're up here, and that's where we want to be, up here. So thanks guys if you're still around. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you absolutely love me, please share. I'll give you a kiss as well. Thank you. See you later.